Good morning, students. In the last classes, we are seeing the chapter application of derivative, students. Now today we will start questions of this chapter related to maxima and minima, students. So first question is, students, find the volume of largest cylinder that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius small r. Okay, students. So question is, find the volume of largest cylinder that can be inscribed in a sphere of radius small r. So we have to given a sphere, students, and under which our a cylinder is there, and we have to maximize the volume of cylinder. Okay, students. So we are making a sphere, and inside this sphere we are making a cylinder, students, okay, whose height is h, and students, radius of this is small r and radius of cylinder is capital R we are taking, and student, this height is, which is, we are taking h by 2 from here to there. So from here, students, we are getting over small r square is h square by 4 and plus capital R square. And students, our capital R square will be equal to, from here, r square minus h square by 4. Okay, students, and we have to maximize the volume of the cylinder. So, like B is the volume of the cylinder, then this will be pi r square h. Okay, students, so B is pi r square h, and r square is r square minus h square by 4. Okay, students, and this is our h. Okay, students, so when we multiply inside h, we get B is equal to pi r square h and minus h cube by 4. Okay, students, so B is equal to pi r square h minus h cube by 4. Okay, so for maximize its volume, students, we differentiate, we will find its second derivative. Okay, so now we are differentiating with respect to h, students. So we are getting dv by dh is pi, and this is r square, student, and minus 1 by 4, and this is 3h square. Okay, students, so first derivative is this, and you know, for maxima and minima, student, we will equate this dv by dh is equal to 0. Okay, students, so we write for maxima or minima, student, we write dv by dh is equal to 0, so we write pi r square minus 3h square by 4, which is equal to 0, so r square is 3h square by 4, students. So from here, student, we can find our h square, which is 4r square by 3, and this implies our h is 2r by root 3. Okay, students, so h is 2r by root 3. Now, students, for maximize or minimize, you know, we find the second derivative at this point. If the second derivative is negative at this point, then we can say that the value is maximum. Okay, so we write the d2 by dh2. So we get this is pi, and this is 0 and minus 3, and here 6 h by 4. Okay, students. So second derivative is this. So d2 b by dh2 at h is equal to 2r by root 3 student. So we get student minus pi and 3 h by 2. Okay, so when we put minus pi 3 by 2 into h 2r by root 3 student, we are seeing that this whole quantity is less than 0 because the negative sign is here. So you can say that our V is maximum at h is equal to 2r by root 3. Okay students, so V is maximum. Okay, now if we have to find its maximum volume is what, then we can find the maximum volume student. Its maximum volume will be equal to pi, and this is r square, and h is 2r by root 3 minus 8 r cube by 4, and this is into 9 root 3. Okay student, so we put all the values here students. Sorry, here will be 3, and we write this is 2r cube and this is cancelled, so r 2r cube by 3 root 3. Okay, so we take the LCM student, we get 3 root 3, and this is taking 2r cube outside, 3 root 3 minus 1. Okay students, so students, this is 8 by 4 into this. Now we are taking LCM 12 root 3 student, so this is cancelled, and 24r cube minus this is 8r cube, and this is pi student. So for pi it will be 16 r cube by 12 root 3. So student, this will be our required maximum volume. Okay students, so let's see once again students what we are doing. What we have to given in this question, we have given a sphere under which a cylinder is there, and we have to maximize its volume. Okay, so first of all student, we have made a sphere and put inside a cylinder whose radius is capital R, and the small r is the radius of sphere, and height is h. So from here we can write student r square is h square by 4 plus r square, and capital R square will be r square minus h square by 4. Okay students, now we have to maximize its volume students. So students, we can write V is pi capital R square h, and V is pi r square minus h square by 4 h. So volume is student pi, we multiply inside the bracket students, will be get r square h minus h cube by 4, and differentiating this with respect to h students, our dv by dh is pi, and we taking when we differentiate this, we get r square minus h square by 4. Now students, you know, for maxima and minima we always differentiate. This term is equal to 0, so pi r square minus h square by 4 is equal to 0. So r square is this student, so h square is h is 2r by root 3. Now students, for maximize and minimize, we take the find out its second derivative at this point. If this is negative, then we can say that that particular thing says maximum at that point. So value is we are taking here, second derivative is this, and when we are putting h is 2r by root 3, we are getting this whole term is negative, students. So this is less than 0. So we can say that our B is maximum at h is equal to 2r by root 3. Okay, students. So now if we have to find the maximum value, students, we write pi r square 12 by root 3 minus 8r cube by 4 into root 3 and take the LCM and get the result. I hope you understand, students. Now we take another question. Next question is, students, so that the semi-vertical angle of the cone of maximum volume and of given length height is cos inverse 1 by root 3. Okay, students. So this is which we have to prove that. Okay, we have to given a cone whose length height and this is our theta. This is we have to find out. Okay, students. So you know that, students, we have to maximize its volume. Okay, so B is equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h, students. So 1 by 3 pi, this is r and this is h. So sin theta is, student, r by L. So r is equal to L sin theta and cos theta is h by L. So h is equal to L cos theta. Okay, students. So we substitute these two values and we get r square, which is L square sin square theta, and this is L cos theta. Okay, students. So this is, now we can write, students, this B is 1 by 3 pi L cube sin square theta into cos square theta. Now, students, we differentiate this with respect to theta. So 1 by 3 pi L cube, this is first function, and this is minus sin double second function, and this is 2 sin theta and cos theta, students. So this we can write, student, pi L cube by 3 minus sin cube theta, and this is cos square theta sin theta. Okay, students. Now, student, you know, for maxima and minima, we always use our first derivative is equal to 0, students. Okay. So let for dv by theta is 0, we can write for maxima or minima, we can write derivative theta is 0. So minus sin cube theta plus 2 cos square theta sin theta is equal to 0. So taking sin theta outside, students, so we are getting 2 cos square theta minus sin square theta is 0. So, student, sin theta and this term, students, our 2 cos square theta, and here is sin square theta. So we change this sin square theta, we can write 1 minus cos square theta, student. So this is, we can write 3 cos square theta minus 1 is equal to 0. So from here, students, over theta sin theta is 0, students. from here we are getting our sin theta is 0, and so theta is equal to n pi, and if 3 cos square theta minus 1 is 0, so cos square theta is 1 by 3, so cos theta is 1 by root 3. Okay students, so these two we are getting from here. Now students, for maximize or minimize student, we use, for maximize minimize we will find second derivative is, which is, so we can write student pi L cube by 3, and this is minus 3 sin square theta, and this is cos theta plus 2. Here we can write first function differentiation of second function plus second function differentiation of first function, which is 2 cos theta sin theta student. So pi L cube by 3 minus 3 sin square theta cos theta plus 2 cos cube theta and plus 4 sin theta cos sin square theta cos theta. Okay students, so now students, so there are two values of theta students. Okay, so student, d2 by d theta 2 at cos theta is equal to 1 by root 3 student. We are seeing that this term is less than 0, that is negative. So our V is maximum at cos theta is equal to 1 by root 3 student, and our cos theta is 1 by root 3, so theta is cos 1 by root 3. This proves that. Okay students, I hope you understand students. So let's see once again students what we have done. We have given students a code which we have to maximize its volume, okay, and prove that the semi-vertical angle theta is cos inverse 1 by root 3. Okay students, so we have made A, B, C and angle theta, and height is h and radius is r. So from here students, so sin theta will be r by l. So r will be equal to L sin theta and cos theta is L by L. So h is equal to L cos theta. Now students, our volume is 3 1 by 3 pi L square h. So 1 by 3 pi L square sin square theta and h is L cos theta. So we can write 1 by 3 pi. Okay students. So for this can be written as minus sin cube theta plus 2 cos square theta sin theta dv by dt is 0, and minus sin cube theta, and you know for maximum and minima we always use the first derivative equal to 0. So sin theta 2 cos square theta minus sin square theta is equal to 0. So sin theta is cos square theta minus 1 plus cos square theta is equal to 0. Now we can write this. Adding this, we can write 3 cos square theta minus 1 is equal to 0. So theta is 0 students. From here we are getting one thing. Okay. Okay students. And so here from here our theta is 0 student. So 3 cos square theta minus 1 is 0. So cos square theta is 1 by 3. So cos theta is 1 by root 3. Now students, for maxima and minima we find second derivative. So we are getting second derivative as this. When we put cos theta is 1 by root 3, we are getting negative value from here, and this is less than 0. So cos theta is 1 by root 3 students. So our theta will be cos inverse 1 by root 3. I hope you understand students. Now we move to next question. So next question is student, a window has the shape of a rectangle surmounted by an equilateral triangle. If the perimeter of the window is 12 meter, then find the dimension of rectangle that will produce the largest area of the window. Okay student, so we have given a window which is in the form of rectangle surmounted by an equilateral triangle. So A, B, C, D, A is our triangle window whose length is student we are taking. This is X and Y and X and X. So students, perimeter we have to given is 12 meters student, and perimeter of this window students X plus 2y plus 2x is equal to 12 students. Okay, and students, our question says that we have to maximize its area, and the area of the window will be equal to the area of the sum of the area of equilateral triangle and area of rectangle. Okay students, so area is equal to student what? Area is equal to students x into y plus root 3 by 4 x square, because area of equilateral triangle is student root 3 by 4 x square. Okay students, now from above we will find the value of y students. So our y will be equal to 12 minus 3x by 2. So we substitute here 12 minus 3x by 2, and this is root 3 by 4 x square. Okay students, now students, we multiply inside and get 12x by 2 and 3x square by 2 and root 3 by 4x square. So students, we are saying that this is cancelled. We get A 6x minus 3x square by 2 root 3 by 4x square. So students, we differentiate this with respect to x. So 6 minus 3 by 2 into 2x student into 2x. Okay students, so from here student, you know, for maxima or minima we always use dA by dx is equal to 0. So we are getting 6 minus 3x plus root 3 by 2 x is equal to 0 students. So we send this to the left hand side. So the x is 3 minus root 3 by 2 students. So x is students 6 by taking 2, and this is 6 minus 2, 3. Okay students, so our x is student, we can write 12 by 6 minus root 3. Okay students, so our x is 6 minus root 3. Now we can find its second derivative students. So for x2 students, we have to find second derivative is, so its second derivative is students d2a by dx2 is it will be negative sign 3 and plus root 3 by 2 and here is 1. Now students, and this is student d2a by dx2 at x is equal to 12 by 6 minus root 3 student. So this quantity is student when is less than from this, so we can get less than 0. So we can say that our area is maximum at x is equal to 12 by 6 minus root 3. Okay students, so x is this. Now with the help of y we can find, with the help of x we can find our y 12 by 6 minus root 3 by 2. Okay students, so when we take LCM, this is 62 minus 12 root 3 minus, and this is students 6 minus root 3. Okay, and this is by 2. So we can write student 36 minus 12 root 3 by 6 minus root 3 student, and this is 2 students. So our y is student here is 2 and taking 2 common, this is 18 minus 6 root 3 by 6 minus root 3, and taking this 2 and 2 will cancel. So y is 18 minus 6 root 3 by 6 minus root 3. Okay students, so our dimension of this window is length of the rectangle is 12 upon 6 minus root 3, and its breadth is 18 minus 6 root 3 by 6 minus root 3. So I hope you understand students. We have to given a window whose perimeter is given to us 12, then we have to find its maximum area, and our perimeter window is in the form of a rectangle surmounted by an equilateral triangle. So we have taken the length and breadth of the rectangle is x and y, and it is surmounted by equilateral triangle x. So students, our perimeter is given to us 12. Now we can use x plus 2y plus 2x is equal to 12, and from here we can find the value of y, which is 12 minus 3x by 2. So our area will be equal to student x into y plus root 3 by 4x square. This is the area of equilateral triangle, and this is the area of rectangle. Now we differentiate this with respect to x. Okay students, so first of all we put the value of y from here, so we get this, and this is same as, now after calculation we are getting a is 6x minus 3x square by 2 plus root 3 by 4x square. Now we are differentiating this students, dA by dx is 6 minus this is 3x, and this we are getting root 3 by 2x. Okay, and for for maximum and minimum we always use dA by dx is 0. So this term 6 minus 3x plus root 3 by 2x is 0. So 6 is x, 3 minus root 3 by 2. So x is, from here we are getting 12 by 6 minus root 3. Okay students, now for second derivative, we find for maximum and minimum we always find the second derivative. So second derivative d2a by dx2 is minus 3 plus under root 3 into under root 3 by 2, and this is major, this is less. So when we subtract this, we get the negative sign. So this whole quantity, that is second derivative, is negative. That is, our area is maximum at this point. So we find our y is this 18 minus 6 root 3 by 6 minus root 3. I hope you understand, students. Now we take another question and solve it in the next class. Thank you so much for today.